Welcome to Magic Master Sets. Hey everyone. So today's video, we're going to be going over my order from Whatnot. So I had been on the platform of that before. I'd looked at a couple of things, but I never ordered anything from them. There was never anything I thought was kind of interesting or whatnot. But now that I wanted to start doing these master sets, I thought, let me check it out, go on, see what the platform really is about, and watch some of the content creators that are on there. So I did find one Magic the Gathering content creator that I kind of liked, followed him for a little bit on there, and was like, yeah, let's give this a try. So let me explain how the process worked for this order, because I actually have another order in with them right now that's coming. I think it's a single pack, if I remember correctly, because it was more like you bought and they spun a wheel and you got kind of a random selection of something. So I believe it's a single pack that I'll be getting, but I'll double check when I get it. So this particular order that I have, the way they were handling this was it was a $39 buy, and then basically they had boxes with all the sets there, and I think it was an option of like 6 or 7 options. And if you won, you got to pick 5 packs out of those boxes. You could pick 5 of the same, you could intermix. It was entirely up to you how you did it. And then what they did was they would rip the packs and pull. And you basically pulled until you got a mythic. So if you opened those 5 packs and got no mythic, you could then pick 1 pack at a time moving forward and rip until you got one. So there was a chance I think the guy said a couple of days prior when they were doing it, that somebody got up to like 13 or 14 packs because they were kind of going all over the place or something like that. And it took that many packs to get to a mythic, which was kind of cool because for $40, he got 13 or 14 packs or whatever the case was. So I went in for one. I got a mythic within, I think, the 3rd or 4th pack. I don't remember. So I got my 5 packs. But I continued to stay on, and I wound up asking in the chat there, like, who thinks I should go in for another one? And obviously the moderator was like, yeah, go for it. I was like, no, not moderated. So I wound up going in, but other people said go for it. So I did. And I'm really glad that I did, because I got to see the cards when they pulled them. I'm going to be showing you guys what I got. But something interesting happened with the second set that I pulled, because not only did I still got a mythic within the first 5 packs, but not only that, I wound up getting in 2 separate packs on the second round of pulls. I got 2 mythics in 1 pack and then 2 mythics in another pack, along with a bunch of rares. So even the guy that was pulling was like, I've never seen this happen before, like seeing 2 mythics in the same pack like that. He's like, let alone twice. So it was just kind of cool that it happened, and we got to see it live on stream, and he was kind of shocked or whatever. So I want to show you basically what I got through that. But while I was on there, they also had giveaways. You can put your name into a giveaway, and they would run multiple ones. And I won one of the giveaways as well. So I got all of this in kind of one shot, basically. So I'm going to show you everything that I got. So the first thing, I'm going to start my video on my phone here, because I got a phone set up so I can have 2 different videos going here. So this is what I got in the giveaway, which is a fire diamond. Now, again, I'm all new to this. I'm still learning sets and years and all that kind of stuff. So I know this is older just because of the way it looks, because this kind of looks more how things looked when I first started playing this as a teenager, and I'm now in my 30s. So I know this is definitely an older set, but I'm not familiar with the set names. I'm still wanting to figure that out and do the research. I don't know how much this card is worth. Not really sure, but I think it looks cool. Just in general, I think this is like a good artwork. I like the artwork. So I can't wait to add this to the collection, and just keeping track of what I'm doing and whatnot. So, but I just thought this was really kind of cool. So I got that as a freebie. That was kind of cool. Freebies are always good. So this is the first lot of cards that I got. So they separated them out into 2 little packs here. So I don't know what order they put this in. I don't know where any of the cards are in this. I literally not opened it. All I did was open the packaging it came in. So this is what we got. So they both just say part 1. So I'm just going to kind of take one of them here from part 1, and we're going to open these up and take a look and see what we got. Give me 1 second here. It actually has my see on the little card there, it has my screen name on it. So, and as you guys know from the intro video, my name is Nathan. So this actually has my screen name on the little card here. And it just, so what they called it was $39 starter, Rip 2 hit a mythic, bottom shelf edition #3, because that was just how they kind of were keeping track of stuff. So that's what they both are on here. So let's get into the pack here. Oh, they even have these separated out too. That's kind of cool. All right. So let's go kind of one pack, one thing at a time, and take a look here at what we got. And I do have penny sleeves and I forget the name of it. Basically the little packs here. I ordered this and whatnot. Not from whatnot. I didn't realize I was saying that. But I ordered these. I had some of the holders already. I had to order some penny sleeves. I got that also set to the side. You're probably going to potentially be yelling at me because I'm not putting them directly in because I don't know what these card values are. When I look them up and I see what the values are and they're good, I will then add them to it. So, but let's take a look at what I've got here. So, and I'm going to butcher some of these names. Don't yell at me. Seas of the Secrets. I'm going to try to do this without hitting my phone and bouncing my phone. Sterling Supplier. Reckless Lackey. Let's see. Ankle Biter. This one I know because I played with this card on Arena. Raven of the Omens. Sorry for bouncing the phone here. Deadeye Duelist. Again, and this one I know because I played with this one. Rictus Robber. Gem Lightfoot Sky Explorer. Okay. This town ain't big enough. Oh, I know this. What everybody knows is that this is from, and that's not surprising with the name of that one. That one I'm not even sure how to say that. I know it's a newt. I can see that. Let's skip it ahead here a little bit. So here's one of, I think this was the mythic that I hit. I think in the first bowl I only hit one mythic, and it was land. And I was slightly disappointed because I'm not the biggest fan of mythic lands per se. But this was the mythic that had stopped this run, the first run. But it's still decent land. I'm not mad about it. I just was kind of hoping more for an actual mythic and not a mythic land. But it is what it is. So let's see what else we have in here. So then I got the sorcery here. Take up the shield. And then the land card. And then I got the sheep token. Nope. Just the sheep token there. So that was half of that set, or that first pull. Here's the other half. Get this open. These out right here. So Glimmer. See, I just want to flip this around real quick. So, and then Manifest. Okay. So let's put that over there. So, and this is a hollow. This is jump scare. I hate jump scares. Just, I don't like horror stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like movies that have jump scares. I don't mind them in real life. In like going to uh, like a haunted hayride or something like that. I actually enjoy going to those things because I don't find them scary, but I get enjoyment watching other people get scared. But in like movies and stuff, I don't like jump scares. So, not the biggest fan of that, just generally. Bleeding Woods. Marina Vandrell. Oh, so I did actually. I also hit another. I think I did hit actually. Now that I'm realizing, I did hit another mythic in the same pulls at a different point. But I know the land was what ended my mythic run. This was in the set. This was in the last pack. I think the mythic land I hit was in the third pack. This was actually in the last pack that I got as well. So either way, I would have ended the run in the first five. But that was kind of cool that I got a second one in there. Violent Urge, Ghostly Key Bearer, Orphans of the Wheat, which don't really like the name. I feel so bad for orphans. Unable to Scream, Say Its Name, Cackling Slasher, Manifest Dread, Murder. Now I know this card because I actually in Arena I have a deck that I basically built for when you have the task of like just killing creatures. I just built a deck that was black and red that just instantly just does damage. So if they put a creature on, I probably have something that can kill it. And this is the card I have as the cover card of the deck itself in Arena. So I know that's the deck for just killing things when I'm looking at stuff. Turn Inside Out and Gossip. Or no, I'm sorry, Possessed Goat. I don't know. My dyslexia must have kicked in there for a second. So that was what I got in the first, like I said, the first set of cards, basically, in the first pull. So now let's. Well, that was. I'm sorry. That was actually only the half of that first set. So let's take a look here at the second set of cards. Whoops, dropping stuff. Not dropping the cards, just dropping other stuff. So this got split into 3, it looks like. So let's go into here and take these out and take a look at what I got in here. I'm wondering if they somehow maybe also mix the stuff up. I'm not sure. I doubt it, but you never know because it was all coming from one person. So let's see. We got Trained. I'm not sure how to say it again. I'm not the best at some of these names. Arnix, Explosive, whatever that is. I love some of these names, but I'm terrible with names in general. Just so you know, if you ever meet me in person, I'll remember your face most likely, but I'm bad with names. So like I meet people and stuff like that, and I'll get to know them and whatnot. I don't see them for years, and I run into people. I'm like, I know you from. Well, I don't remember your name. I'm terrible with names. I think everybody should have to wear name tags forever because if I don't see a name, if I don't, I'm bad with names. I really just am. My brain doesn't retain them for whatever reason. I have dyslexia, so reading is also not one of my favorite things to do either. I'm more of an audio type person and listen to audiobooks and stuff. But let's keep looking through here and see what we got. Rodeo Pyromancers. Pyromancers. Conduit Pylons. Deep Musket Desperado. Take for a Ride. Magebound Lizard. 3 Steps Ahead. Aven Interrupter. I believe these are the names. I'm still learning this. I think Grindstone is the name, if I remember correctly. But and then this is another mythic that I got too. It's kind of cool. Hell to Pay and Fetching or Festering Gulch. And then not even sure what these cards are and what they're for. I still want to learn that a little bit. Let's take a look at the next pack here. So this is, again, I'm not sure what these cards are either. I'm still learning all this stuff, guys. Not sure. This is kind of cool art though. Like kind of the moose. That weapon does not look easy to swing. It looks more heavy and it looks more like a saw. I mean, he's holding it like a sword, like ready for battle, but it looks more like something you would cut down a tree with. So not really sure how you would use that as a weapon. I mean, obviously, it probably still hurt, but still, like, eh. So another land. This is a desert. Okay. Surrounding springs. Lava Sprue Boots. Not really sure how to say. Hippo. I'm actually more looking at this art. Just trying to see what's going on. Looks like he's telepathically controlling books. I know some female friends of mine that probably would love to be able to telepathically control some books. Thunder Lasso. Plan a Heist. Outcaster Greenblade. Fake Your Own Death. Again, some of these names are I just find interesting and whatnot. That doesn't look like you're faking it. Kind of looks dead to me, but Stop Cold. Gold Pan, Warner's Surprise. Oh, so there's that same artwork. Okay. Spinewood Paladin, Bridal Bighorn, and Iron Fist Pulverizer. Okay. I got one more of these packs in here for this first set to end that first set. So we got our treasure. Let's see if there's anything. Yep. Let's see what was on the back there. All right. So Lush Oasis, Mind Raider. It's a Path to Exile. Grand Abolisher, another mythic. Another mythic. I'm pretty sure I didn't get these. I think I'm wondering if they mixed these up because there's more mythics in here than I pulled in that first set. So I think he might have somehow mixed these up because I remember the second set is when I got a bunch of those mythics in. Full Steam Ahead, Badlands Revival, Aloha Alchemist, Lone Shark, Skull Duggery. Not sure how to say that. Mythical Tether, sorry. Another Mind Raider. Another Spinewood Paladin. So I think, based on how many mythics and stuff got pulled in here, I think he mixed up because it says part 1 and part 2 on the little tags. I think that those got mixed because there was a lot more of the mythics in here. Let me just take a look through. I just want to see something. These are all from the same one set. And I'm wondering if that's potentially what he did. If he split them. Did he split the cards up by their sets or no? Maybe that looks what he did. So that's that. No, because there's still some in here too. Maybe he just didn't have enough room. But I was saying like most of them all were from one of the same set because I think I forget how I did it. I think the first pulls I had him. I let the guy just kind of randomly select 5 packs. Like I didn't pick them myself, and then I was watching what other people were pulling and trying to see where like mythics were hitting from because I was like, okay, well they're hitting mythics in there. Maybe there's less of a chance of them re-hitting again. So then I was like, let me pull from those sets specifically to try to get more than the 5 packs and whatnot doing it. But then, like I said, in the second round, I wound up hitting multiple mythics. But I think because like you can see here, I don't know if you can see it. I will put it here where actually you can see it a little better. It says part 2, which would have been the second ones I pulled. I think that was part 2, what I already showed you, and that this was part 1, which is fine if they got mixed up. That's what I was kind of hoping to show you the more of the mythics that I got in the second set. But so let's take a look at the rest of the stuff that I pulled in here. And the reason I don't entirely remember is because it took like 2-ish weeks to get everything and whatnot from whatnot. So I don't remember now like what I pulled, and there's nothing on there that shows you your purchase history and like what they pulled is just like from the person you bought from. So there was no way to like do the research and see what the order was. I believe, but looking at these, just seeing what I had, So this was actually the first. So yes, that what we already went through was the second set I pulled with the multiple mythics, which was kind of cool. So let's just kind of go through these, see what I got. Land, V2, No Witness, Night Drinker, Mori. But I still think I got a mythic for the land on the first one. We'll have to look when we go through these. Soul Search, Suspicious Detonation, Crime Stopper Spirit. Oh, my phone's going off. Innocent Betrayed. Oh no, what was that? Innocent Bystander, sorry. Makeshifter Bindings, Greystone Strider, Alley Assailant, Market Watcher Phantom. Let's look again. I keep apologizing that I'm hitting the camera. The thing to mount it is not that long, and I have it kind of at an odd angle, so I keep kind of bumping it a little bit. We got Warm Welcome, Extract the Truth, Sonic Snoop, Backup Agent, Exhibition Magician, Most Wanted, Mayhem Patrol, Brooker's Hideout, Waterfront District, Jetmir Fixer, Pyrie Sledge Arsonist, Sleep with the Fishes, makes me think of Godfather. And he was like, never actually seen The Godfather, but I know obviously it's a mobster movie, and the mobsters always sleep with the fishes. Citizen Crowbar, Sparrow's Headquarters, got a Forest, and then we got our token. All right, so let's see what else we got in here. We got our zombie and elephant, which that to me, okay, I'm going to be nitpicky. It's not an elephant, it's a mammoth. They're in the same family, but they're different. Not an elephant. I don't know. That's my view. Swamp. Follow Heart Biker or Bike. Waxen Shape Thief. Got Country Road. Now I got the song stuck in my head. Spell Pierce. Boom Scholar. Chef Archfiend. Chef. Not even sure how to say that exactly. Stall Out. Again, my phone's just going off. My phone keeps lighting up on the side here, and force of habit, I see it light up like everybody else, and I look at it. Arthur Jacket. Stampeding Scufferfoot. Pax Doll Terror, which that, I don't know why, for some reason that kind of makes me think of Toy Story. Try It Up, Broadcast Rambler, Burnout Rocket. All right, and then let's grab the other step here. That, and these are in 2 packs. All right, so I'm gonna finish up here, guys. Drover Grizzly, Rooftop Assailant. This one I played with. I like this card. Stop Cold, Wanted Griffin, Gold Pan, Boneyard Desecrator. Sorry. Nurturing Pixie, Honest Rustine. Trying to make sure my cards here don't fall over. Fleeting Reflection, Forsaken Miner. Now, this one's interesting. This is a legendary. Something about this card just is like, as soon as I saw it, like something like, I remember it, like I don't remember why. Like it just looks familiar for some reason. Maybe I played against it or lost to it or something. I don't know. Surgical Extraction, Raxdos joins up. Creasos Health, Heath, and then Element. Let's see. Okay, so this is just another token. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, one. This is the last one in the set of what I got. Jailbreak Scheme. Armored Armadillo. That one to me is a tongue twister. Quick Draw. Reach for the Sky. Again, Toy Story. Did they take stuff from Toy Story? Consuming Ashes. Thrown from the Saddle. Unfortunate Accident. Arthur Joe Frontier Mentor. I'm not sure how to say that. It's Roadrunner. Oh, now I'm thinking Roadrunner and the show. Goldhaven Hydra. Goldvine Hydra. Memorial Vessel. Clear Shot. Raven of Fell Omens. Bristling Backwoods. And got a merchant token. So that was everything I got. So basically, $39 times 2 plus shipping. That's what I got. So about, I'd say $90 in total for all these that I got, which I don't think that's terrible. Again, I don't know what all the pricings on these things are. So I'm not really sure if I made money, lost money. Not looking to sell, obviously, I'm looking to collect. So, but I want to make sure that my collection and stuff like that is worthwhile. So, I think what I'm going to do on the next video is I'm going to add these into the collection. I'll make a video of me just doing that. It's probably going to be a little dry because it's just going to be me bouncing around on the other, like the website and stuff like that. But if you want to check it out, feel free to join me on that. But I'm going to basically, like I said, hop on Rare Candy. If I'm not already tracking these sets, I'm going to start tracking these sets, throw them in there, and then just start adding them to the collection. And then basically, once I'm all done, if they have some value to them, I'm going to throw them in the penny sleeves and the other sleeves that I got, and then basically get them organized into my box. So I have a big box down here under my desk of everything that I have. So I'll be adding them into that. So if you want to check that video out, that should be the next one I upload. I'm probably going to make that a little bit later today. Thank you for watching Magic Master Sets. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and please feel free to leave a comment.